Hello ladies and gentlemen, Top Hat Gaming Man here, and today on Top Hat Chat with my colleague here, Luke Street, we have decided to talk about other YouTubers, like some busybodies, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go because you have very strange opinions on other people and I'm interested in hearing some of them. So where do we start? Actually, where do we start?
Okay. This is the main thing I'd like to bring up is content creators in general. Like I often get advice just from friends in general about the sort of content I should perhaps be making. Yeah. And I'm often encouraged to talk about absolute tripe, such as Minecraft and fidget spinners or whatever else is bloody trending, what all these somewhat clever people are becoming rich from, I suppose.
Yeah, okay. So what is your opinion on these people? The people that make this content?
See, it's hard for me to form an opinion on them themselves. All I know is I cannot be anything like them. Like, people are encouraging me to be producing this sort of content when it would literally make me want to just throw up doing it, because to me, they just come across as such sycophants. Like, they're just jumping on whatever the newest trend is and pretending they like it. Like, I'm sorry, but I can't believe these 30-year-old men are so like happy-go-lucky that they can get fun out of like Minecraft, fidget spinners and stuff like that. I can't see how it's possible.
I'm 27 and I play Minecraft a bit. And I actually played with my VR kit yesterday and played Minecraft in VR, and I very much enjoyed myself.
But did you enjoy that much that you could dedicate your whole life to it as a career?
No, I can do about 20 minutes at a time.
Okay, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I could get a fidget spinner and I'd probably have somewhat of a nice sensory experience just spinning it a couple of times.
Yeah, for about 30 seconds.
Yes, exactly. That's the difference. But yes, I see all these men, I suppose you would call them, they're just so happy. How are they so happy?
Maybe.
I suppose that's because they're so rich, isn't it? Anyone would be that happy if they're rich.
Could it be us and we're just incredibly miserable people?
That's what I'm trying to work out. Am I miserable? Or are all these other people just that happy? Or are they actually, I believe they're the evil ones in reality, and they're just pretending to be happy and playing on children's emotions to become rich.
That is how most people do become rich.
So they're just sick and twisted and pretending that they've got the same interests as children just so they can get in with the kids.
To be fair, a lot of them do behave like children.
But do they behave like children in real life or just in front of the screen? That's what I'm trying to say, do you think?
I've never met one, apart from you, and you are exactly the same person in real life as you see right here now. It's depressing, and I don't know why we're friends.
No, you know that's a lot. I've told the people on here quite a few times that this is just a character. Yes, it is. No, stop making me break the fourth wall!
It's not, this is you. This is exactly who you are, all the time. And it's lovely, because you're not fake. You're not a fake person.
Thank you.
Which is good. It's a good thing. I'm not having a go at you at all.
But yes, that's what I'm saying. How can people be so comfortable being so fake that they've chucked all their own interests out the window?
Is it a complete loss of integrity?
Yes, how would you lose that integrity? I know money's great, but you have to throw the integrity out the window way before you're going to make any money from it. That's what I'm saying. So there'll be a point in their life where they've got no money and no integrity. So there's a long period where they've got nothing, and that's what I'm saying. How do they go through the nothing period?
Can you not see it a little bit like TV? If you have children's shows on TV, you don't see these people talking like us. They act up and they're playing a character.
I would agree with you there. That's acting is fine, but it's slightly different, isn't it? Like, let's bring up Logan Paul, for example. These people on television, yes, they're just acting childish for the paycheck, but at least they're like educating children or entertaining them in a somewhat wholesome way. You got morons putting bloody dead bodies in their thumbnails. It's a bit different. That's what I'm saying.
That's him being a complete idiot.
And I know Logan Paul is a very extreme example to use, but even someone like, well, I don't want to go into too many names, as I said, but Logan Paul, everyone's spat on him by this point, so it's fine. It's fine for me to do as well. I'm not doing any extra damage. I'm basically kicking a dead body at this point.
Yeah, which you won't put any pictures of.
Yeah, of course.
Because this will go wrong. But yeah, it's exactly right. I completely agree with you.
But we can bring this further from this. Like, at the moment, we're talking about men acting really childish to appeal to a childish demographic. I see it somewhat from my fellow gaming YouTubers as well, and I'm not talking about the Let's Players and all that. I'm talking about in the would you call it the retro gaming community? Like there's a lot of people who make so many videos just about how much they love the Nintendo Switch. Like all their uploads are these days are videos about how great the Switch is. And as a man who's lived through every Nintendo product, it seems like by far one of the worst Nintendo products, because all the games are essentially just recycled old ones I've already played. And being men who are the same age as myself, they would have played those games as well. So how can they be getting excited about playing games they've already played already? Or is it an act, as I'm saying?
It has to be, to an extent. I mean, there's a certain amount of nostalgia to it. And a few people that I've spoken to have said they enjoy learning about stuff they haven't seen before. So
yes, that makes sense, but what I'm talking about, people enjoy what they haven't seen before. A lot of these YouTubers, they have seen these games, but they're on the meta, oh my god, I can't believe Dark Souls is being re-released, oh my god, I want to play Donkey Kong Country Returns. Do you know what I mean? Like, where does that excitement come from, or is it just an act?
It could be nostalgia. I'm trying to look on the bright side, like on the bright side of this here. Could it be nostalgia? And
or is it the fact that every video they have to put the name Switch in the title just to get as many views as possible?
To be fair, that does pull in some views.
It's really hard for me to believe that people love the Switch as much as everyone on YouTube claims to say they do, because it seems like I'm one of the people who's in the dark a bit here. Like I'm one of the only people who uploads negative opinions about the Switch. Well, so am I the strange one, or am I the voice of the voiceless?
We are very opposite.
But am I the voice of the voiceless, or am I like a lot of these people try and claim I am, which is just a general contrarian, like Katie Hopkins, for example?
No, the thing is, you're not a contrarian. You have you lay out why you don't like these things.
But I never disagree for the sake of disagreeing, which is like what some people claim I do.
You have valid reasons for everything that you say you dislike.
Yes, and I will fully well say I like some really mainstream things as well.
That's what I'm saying. Me and you are quite opposite. Our gaming tastes are generally very opposite, and both of us hate the Switch. And if we can come from two separate viewpoints and come to the same conclusion, then it can't just be
that's true.
Me and you being idiots.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Switch. We've gone off track. We've ended up talking about the bloody Switch again, but I suppose it's fine because it ties into what we're talking about. What was we talking about? Something about YouTubers.
YouTubers being integral, horrible, nasty people.
Yes, just doing whatever they can do for the money.
Yeah.
Whereas at least when I do horrible things, it's horrible things I agree with.
You genuinely believe.
Yes. Yeah. There are issues I genuinely want to crush, so it's a bit different. So at least when I'm horrible, I've got integrity with it to some degree. Would you agree with that? Would you say that sums me up in general?
In general, yeah, that is pretty much you.
Yes.
That can be on your tombstone. When somebody murders you for your anti-Nintendo opinions.
Yes. That could happen, but I don't really know. But I suppose we've moaned enough for now, so ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed watching Top Hat Chat. Make sure you like, hit the subscribe button, and also leave us a comment and let us know whether you think YouTubers are real people or just a bunch of fakes out there to earn as much revenue as possible.
And we both genuinely read as many comments as we possibly can and find them very, very amusing.
Yes, so, and there's also the fact that the more comments we get, the more our video will get pushed up in the algorithm and the more money we will potentially.
And again, more honesty.
More honesty. Yes. I want your money. Give us your money. Also, I've got a Patreon. Don't forget to go over to my Patreon and donate me some money, and I'll be even more honest then. Thank you. Cheerio.
Born in London in '86, a stachio gent named Richard Parliament. He loves to wrestle, but he loves one more thing: handhelds round the world. He fights in his comments and he argues with fans. It's a problem no one understands. If there's two things he loves, it's getting at handhelds round the world. Drinking fine wine, fighting fanboys, handhelds round the world.
Top Hat Gaming Man.